Rest in peace, Sinead O'Connor. Um, I know I'm probably a month, maybe a month too late. I really don't like um, posting reactions of artists or bands or whatever who recently passed away. Um, sometimes I know I did it pretty fast with Tina Turner, but I don't know. It's something about it that I kind of like. I don't want it to seem predatorial. Like, of course, when somebody passes, the name is in the algorithm a lot. And so if you post a video around the time they passed away while they're trending, it gets a lot of recognition. I don't know. I would hope people would know I'm not like that. And, maybe most reactors aren't like that. But I don't know. I just don't like doing that. I don't feel comfortable doing it. But she was somebody that somebody requested to me a while ago. And so when she passed, it was kind of like, whoa. And then once I started to, I work in the news, so I naturally I was hearing her story. And, and the more and more I learned, the more just devastating it was. And the more and more I kind of put it off on me even doing a reaction. Because her story, it was really sad. It was really sad. And, because this is our first reaction to her, in spirit of keeping our tradition of doing research, I'll try to read as much as I can. I won't read a lot, but here we go. And I didn't even know, like, the name Sinead O'Connor isn't like her real. So I don't even know how to pronounce her actual, like, name. And I won't disrespect her and her legacy by mispronouncing it. So I'll stick with Sinead. But her beautiful name, when I did hear it pronounced properly, it sounded beautiful. But I don't want to say it and disrespect it. So I won't do that. Was an Irish singer, songwriter, and activist. Her debut studio album, The Lion and the Cobra, was released in 1987 and charted internationally. Her 1990 album, I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, was her biggest success, selling more than 7 million copies worldwide. Its lead single, Nothing Compares to You, which is what we're reacting to today, was named the year's top world single at the Billboard Music Awards. Passed away in London. Had 4 children. Classified as alternative rock, pop rock, folk rock. I literally don't know any of these record labels, but Network, One Little Indian, Chocolate and Vanilla, Ensign, Vanguard. Never heard of any of those labels. O'Connor consistently brought attention to issues related to child abuse, human rights, racism, organized religion, and women's rights. She tore up a photograph of Pope John Paul II during a 1992 Saturday Night Live performance to protest abuse in the Catholic Church. I did see that video. I wouldn't mind watching it with you guys, but I did see that. Throughout her music career, she spoke about her spiritual journey, activism, socio-political views, as well as her trauma and mental health struggles. O'Connor changed her name to Magda David. I don't know. Again, I hate mispronouncing people's names. She changed her name in 2017. After converting to Islam in 2018, she changed it to her new name, which I can't pronounce, while continuing to perform and record under her birth name. At the age of 15, she was placed for 18 months in an asylum. 18, she lost her mother to a car accident. Yeah, like I said, I don't think I could stomach. I don't know if I could read much more without getting emotional here. I don't know if I could read much more. But we're dealing with the legend here. We're dealing with the legend. When you just see the work that she put in regards to her activism in the prime of her career, I just can't say enough about her as a person and her character. At the end of the day, as you guys notice, the music is the focal point. Because again, I don't know any of these artists that I react to, but who they are as a person means much more to me than anything else. There's plenty of artists where I like their music, but I've seen actions from them that made me question their character, and I can't back it, And again, it applies all around the board. It's athletes who are terrible people, but I want to watch the game. Of course, politicians, don't get me started. It goes all around the board. So I try not to do the whole back and forth thing, but when you do find artists who just do the right thing and fight the good fight, and you just know are good people, it hurts. It hurts when you lose them, because it's pretty rare. But today, anyway, this is the longest intro. I'm dragging it. I'm getting emotional. So we're going to get into the song. Nothing Compares to You, Sinead O'Connor. I've never heard this song. So at least not me knowing it was her. So if I do hear it and I do recognize it, of course I'll let you know, and we'll do song research afterwards. But let's get into it.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing, I said nothing can take away this blues. Nothing can stop
that straight shot of her all in black, most of the video, with her looking dead at the camera, it's almost eerie. I'm not gonna lie, it's eerie. Cause again, y'all know, man. Once I start doing research, I mean, y'all see how I react to Joplin and Chester and Chris Cornell. It's just it's an eerie feeling. It's an eerie feeling when artists who you enjoy their music, because music, I can't speak for everybody, but music becomes a part of you if you really enjoy it, right? Or if it really details how you feel in a particular moment. And it becomes the soundtrack to your life, So when you see these people and you know their story and how they made music and how they felt when they at certain parts of their life and things, it's just an eerie feeling, man. But she's a very beautiful woman. But it's just hard to kind of look at her sometimes. It's just not a disrespect thing. It's almost a reverence thing. Like I can't look at her almost. She's, oh man. But it's a beautiful song, beautiful voice. And composition wise, nothing. I love the piano, but her voice is really the standout of this record, and amazing vocals.
All the flowers that you planted, mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. I know that living with your baby was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try. Nothing compares to you. Nothing compares to you. Nothing compares to you.
That chills a little bit. I ain't gonna front. Like I almost feel like what they say, like a shiver down your spine or whatever. I just, oof. Oh man. Let's do song research, shall we? Wait, excuse me? Nothing Compares to You is a song written by the American musician Prince for his band The Family. It first appeared on the Family's only album, The Family. Its lyrics express the feelings of longing expressed by an abandoned lover. So she recorded a version for her second studio album, I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, co-produced with Nellie Hooper. It was released as the album's second single in early 1990 and became a worldwide hit. Its music video, directed by John Maybury, received heavy rotation on MTV. In 1993, Prince released a live version of Nothing Compares to You with Rosie Gaines you saw that list, on guest vocals on his compilation album The Hits and the B-Sides. Wow. That's a Prince record. And I'm sure the Prince version was much different. So I'm going to assume that, and I wouldn't mind listening to that, the Prince version. But I'm pretty sure Sinead put her completely, like, it's a completely different song. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. But, just knowing what I know of Prince and then seeing and hearing this, I'm sure it's almost, you wouldn't even recognize the song, right? I wouldn't mind listening to that. Maybe I will. It top charts in Ireland, Australia, Austria, Canada, Denmark, Germany, Mexico, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, the UK, and the United States, plus top 5 in France. Spent 4 weeks at the top of the Billboard Hot 100. Wow. Certified platinum by April. Which helped the album spend 6 weeks at number 1. Of course, after she passed, the song reappeared in the UK Top 100 at number 5. Yeah, they're talking about critics. I really don't even care about critics right now. I just wanted to know. So, just out of curiosity, I wanted to see if it was going to give me back. Usually when I click on background, it gives me the background of why or who inspired the song. And of course, it's telling, Prince wrote it. But I was wondering if it was going to give me a reason why Sinead wanted to use it and why it seemed to have a real, like, it almost appeared to be like this was something that she was dealing with personally. So I was wondering if it was going to give me some background, but it doesn't, based off what I'm seeing. But boy, am I happy she did that. I mean, that's, a lot of times, and we had that era on this channel with the Elvis and the Zeppelin. My whole thing is just credit. I really don't care if an artist takes or uses a song, especially if you, like, it's certain songs that you hear on the radio now and you're like, wow, that song sounds good. But if that person had made it, it would have been a bigger song. Again, I'm not going to disrespect Prince. Whatever Prince writes, he can perform because he can do it all. But this is one of those songs where I'm sure, again, I haven't heard the Prince version, but I'm almost certain Sinead did this song justice. And again, definitely put her own spin on it. So, but yeah, her rendition, composition wise, just a beautiful piano that played under, a nice little orchestra played in, but it's mainly dominated by her vocals, and for good reason. She sounded amazing. Again, the lyrics, the way she sung them and the way she performed them in the video, it looked very personal. And I saw she had a decent relationship history based off the research I was doing. So I don't know if any of her relationships inspired this, but either way, phenomenal song, phenomenal video, phenomenal artist. Yeah, as y'all can see, my yeah, my mood is. God rest her soul. Beautiful person, beautiful artist, and I'm just happy she's in a better place. That's how I'm gonna end this one. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Please recommend more Sinead O'Connor. I definitely want to see it and hear it. Like I said, I saw the 92 Saturday Night Live performance, but if y'all want to experience it with me, let's do it. Y'all just let me know. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And please, on this topic and just knowing her and her story, we 42,000 deep. So, of course, I can't talk and converse with all of you. So I can't, but I can say this. Whatever you're dealing with in life, your mental health, I've had a good amount of subscribers and mob members, family. I just call y'all family. We the mob. But tell me, your videos get me through a rough day. I'm going through this in my life. You help me feel better. I appreciate it, and I'm happy that my videos do that for you. But I'm no doctor, so if this is a permanent solution for you, then thank you, and I'm happy it is. But from what I know about mental health, when you're dealing with something and you find something that helps you feel better, yes, keep doing it, but know that it's a relatively just momentary solution. And I shouldn't even say solution, but just a patch. It doesn't solve anything. So whatever you're going through, just take care of yourself. I'm not going to recommend nothing. Everybody thinks therapy is the answer. Who knows? Who knows if there's a real way to cure mental health? But I just want all y'all to be okay. I know I love each and every last one of y'all. And y'all know I'm always in that comment section. And of course, I don't expect or want anybody to put their whole life journey and things that they're going through for everybody. But yeah, I know I'm really open. Anybody who's contacted me on Patreon or Instagram, I respond. Like I said, I've had a good amount of subscribers follow me on Instagram and tell me, your videos help me feel better. And we talk and we converse, and I'm no therapist in any way, shape, or form, but I do love helping people. And yeah, if you need somebody to talk to, again, I can't reply to everybody, but my inbox is always open. Like I said, I never just dismiss a message. If I see it, usually I respond. I love each and every last one of y'all. So whatever you're going through in life, just know you got somebody rooting for you and me, and I love you. Okay? Before I cry, we're going to wrap this up. Until next time, peace.